So today we are talking about tourism industry and what is the scope of this tourism industry in India. Scope means, is it useful? Tourism industry. Now I am coming to you. What is this tourism industry? What is it and how it is useful? Is there any
Yes,
scope for tourism industry in India? So I am talking about it. So my dear friends, first of all I should tell you that tourism industry has a bright future in our country. Bright future. Now listen to me carefully. How? India was ruled by the Britishers for a long time, for a considerable period. Now focus on listening. They kept Indians illiterate and poor. People are generally struggling with poverty and are fighting hard to pull on their day to day livelihood. It has been very much difficult. Tour, tour and enjoyment are beyond their thoughts. Matlab they cannot think. The general people cannot think about going here and there for tourism because they are so much busy to earn their livelihood. Only the rich people go on tour, and that too and on a small scale. Very few people. On a small scale means very few people go. So thus the places of tourist interests are not maintained well in India because people have not enough money. Most of the people. So after India became free, this was I am talking about the time when we were not independent before getting freedom. But after India became free, there was a change in education, society, jobs, and economic status. The minds of people have gradually bole to slowly, have started diverting towards leisure and enjoyment. Leisure bole to free time, leisure. The atmosphere of education has spread in rural areas also. There is no lacking of schools or colleges in rural areas also. Rural areas means the area of villages. We are living in city means urban area. Villages are called rural area. The educational revolution, advancement in the society, and improvement in the economic standard have diverted the minds of people towards tours and visits. Now people have started to go somewhere to visit. People have realized now the people have realized that tourism is essential or necessary and is a part of life. Is it okay? Now, seeing the trend of domestic tourists ka matlab the people of our own country, the domestic tourists, as well as increase in the entry of foreign tourists. Now I think you have understood what is what is the meaning of domestic tourists and what is the meaning of foreign tourists. We have started maintaining the tourist places. How? I will tell you. We have started maintaining the tourist places. There are still regular efforts being made to extend better facilities to attract the tourists. Better facilities means opening hotels, roads, other facilities so that people can go there easily. They can stay there easily, comfortably. India has created many new tourist places and has received, sorry, and had revived the sick tourist industry. Revive means giving life again. The government has brought forward new plans and programs to boost tourism. Is it clear? So there is a good role of media, particularly that of television, in giving publicity to various tourist places existing in India, in Udaipur, like in Rajasthan, Udaipur, Jaisalmer, Badmer, Ajmer. A lot of people go there. Jaipur is also a tourist place. A lot of people come here. Even our own countrymen do not know much. Our own countrymen, we do not much about many tourist places and historical buildings in the country, in our own country. There are so many historical buildings, there are so many tourist places, but most of the people don't know about them. So we observe that the number of tourists is increasing. Number of tourists is increasing day by day, and the attraction for tourism is growing. Lakhs of people come in Rajasthan to visit the different places like Udaipur, Chittorgarh, Ajmer, Jaipur, Jaisalmer. So many places are in UP, like Agra. I'm telling you about all this. The minds of people have been diverted towards the aspect. Aspect means the idea of tourism. There is a big scope to develop tourism industry in India. Accordingly, the efforts accordingly means to apply it, to make it come into practice. To Accordingly, the efforts are being made to achieve the goal. We want to bring Indian tourism on the map of the world. We need to invest in this sector and bring about revolution to achieve the standards. Besides the tourist places, monuments and historical buildings, the domestic and foreign tourists are attracted towards our cultural heritage, which is very rich and rare. Cultural heritage, our forts, our palaces, our temples. This is our cultural heritage. They are very rare. We therefore need to give it a modernized shape and make it more fashionable so that people can reach there easily. People can be made to attract these places. There are a few examples of cultural programs which are very famous in our country, where there is a good space to bring up more attractions. There are Bihu of Assam, Rath Yatra of Jagannath Puri in Odisha, Holi of Rajasthan and Brindaban, Festival of Konark of Odisha, Dance of Khajuraho of Madhya Pradesh, Durga Puja of West Bengal, boat rowing of Kerala on the occasion of Onam festival, Mahakumbh Mela of Allahabad. These days it is going on. Mahakumbh. Carnival of Goa, to name a just few. These are very few, but very huge crowds of the country and foreign tourists विटनेस यानी कि गवाह होते हैं, विटनेस, दे कम and participate in these festivals, witness these programs. So these programs are not only attract the people of our country but also the people of other country. A lot of people come from other countries. There is a scope to make these programs more artistic and colorful to attract the tourists. In India, we have sufficient natural resources and suitable geographical features existing in the country. There is desert, there is snow, there are mountains, there are plains, there are so many natural resources in our country. We just need to make good use of them in developing tourism industry. There is a need of political will to create big projects, make worldwide popularity, and encash on it. Encash means getting the benefit. Under the plan of new and major projects, some important projects can be carried out. For example, creating electric ropeways like we have in our Jaipur also, in Khole ke Hanumanji, electric ropeway. I think you would have heard about it. Electric ropeway, you can sit in a trolley and that trolley will take you to its destination on at higher place. So there is a temple of Durga Mata, Vaishno Mata, eh, upside of the temple, Khole ke Hanumanji temple. So to reach that hill, government has arranged electric ropeway to, sorry, I have told you what is the electric ropeway to connect two peaks of mountains, or from ground to mountain also, from ground to hill also, with a mechanism to glide the object to carry tourists from one end to the other. So such type of projects can be undertaken in many places in Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, and in many parts of Northeast and other hilly areas. Northeast means in north or east means you can say that Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Northeast, Mizoram, Nagaland. Those are hilly areas where such types of electric ropeways or electric trolleys, electric ropeways can be used to attract the tourists. Indian government has already announced its intention to give dual citizenship to NRIs. Dual citizenship means they can be citizen of the other country where they are living now, right now, and the citizenship of India also. So this is called dual citizenship. Like we have Indian citizenship. If you live in Japan, so government may give you the citizenship, or government should give you the, you are living in Japan, you have got the citizenship of Japan. But if you want to get the citizenship of India because it is your native place, so government has already announced its intention. There is a provision of it that you can take the dual citizenship. No, NRIs means non-resident Indians. The Indians, those are Indians. Suppose you are Indian, but in your future, if you go to other country and live there, and if you suppose you go to America, you start to live there, and you will get the citizenship of America, but you will called NRI, nor non-resident Indians who are keen to invest money in India. There are so many NRIs who are who are living abroad, and they are interested. They send a lot of money to India to invest in India. Major projects can be allowed to be executed by them. We can take the participation of those people who are living abroad so that they can arrange some projects like that. So we have many places in India where where hang gliding can be arranged. Hang gliding can be arranged. This can be in hilly as well as plain areas. The foreign tourists are fond of such attractive things, and such attractions will increase tourism in India. Then we have so many places where lakes can be developed. Lakes, jile can be developed. Boating can be arranged in the rivers. River rafting can be organized. People will join and enjoy in majority if government starts taking such initiatives. The very need is whatever the items are arranged, we arrange, they should have some speciality. They should not common, because special things attract people. Uniqueness and facilities to be visited to ensure attraction. You know that there is statue of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel in Gujarat. Huh? This is also a a work of tourism development. A lot of people go there, so it increase our revenue, our income. People get jobs. You will open hotels, taxis, restaurants. There would so this will create the employment for the people. Huh? In India, there are many wild national parks for wild animals, sanctuaries, and reserves situated in different parts of the country, which thousands of tourists visit everywhere. Thousands of tourists come to these parks, these sanctuaries. Sanctuaries like in Rajasthan we have Sariska, in Bharatpur we have Kevla Dev, in Udaipur, in Chavai Mandapur we have Ranthambore, like that. So many places are there. These places can be further modified and developed to attract more and more foreign tourists. There is a need to make our transportation system better. Transportation system is the system of going from one place to another. Trains, buses, flights, aeroplanes, all the important tourist places should be connected by rail, road, and air services, having good frequency of transportation. Good frequency of transportation. Without waiting so much, you can get easily any means of transportation. This is frequent. In every 1 hour or 2 hour or 3 hour or 4 hours, there is a service. It may be a bus, a train, air service, anything. In India, we have a number of good tourist places, but transport in India we have so many tourist places, but transportation is lacking. Or yeah, you can say that there is not good transport. People are not able to move from one place to another. There are not good routes. Matlab, so many things are there. So it should be improved so that it is convenient for tourists to visit the tourist places. So I can say that we have so much scope of bright scope of tourism industry in India, but we will have to make some efforts. Thank you very much.